All right, man, we got it going. Back at it. Stripes and coffee. Hot coffee today. We're on a Saturday for week 17. I got a little bourbon in my little guy here.
Oh yes, sir. That's what's on mine's next. That's on my list
Hey,
next.
are you finishing up your coffee and going on to that? Yeah, sweet.
Who day? Let's
Good
do
day.
it.
So, I mean, as bad as the season started, it's pretty awesome to be talking about playoff scenarios and playing for something this late in the season.
It is.
Yep. And we get a win. We are moving into a scenario to possibly go into the playoffs next week. So as bad as all this was, we can get this win today. Then we got a chance, week 18,
Meaningful football.
meaningful football.
That's
Uh,
what we want.
yeah, it didn't seem possible at one point in time, but it's a shame that we're having to scratch this much and need this much help for sure. But we just talked about some of this before we hit the record button. But triple crown potential candidate. He's leading all categories, some of them significantly. So I expect him to win that. Burrow is leading most meaningful stats, most yards, most touchdown passes, some of the fewest interceptions. Like he's like top five for that for sure. Like maybe top three.
hmm
Quarterback rating.
QBR. Yep, that's right.
He's been making plays looking like Superman.
Literally. Yes.
Yeah. Last week, those two throws were just something else. So
hmm
in incredible form with some of these off-platform throws and everything. He doesn't get enough credit for that, making things happen with his legs and some, you know, second script plays. Like where they take the first thing away, then he extends the play and makes something happen. He's been great at that this year, and especially here lately. So, all that being said, here we are losing record. You know, um, oh, and mentioned Hendrickson, sack leader
Yeah.
as of right now. What's he got, like 11 and a half or 12? Um,
I gotta double check that. I think he got at least 12 now
yeah,
since
double
from
digits
the
sack.
last game. hmm
Anytime you got that, you're doing pretty damn good. If you got somebody with double digit sacks, um, and especially I think it's more impressive with us since we don't have a very good pass rush. They know where it's coming from, right?
He's still getting through.
Just
Facts.
getting home. So,
Mhm.
um, so this could be the last home game for a few of our peeps. So I think we wanted to talk about that real quick. I mean,
Yeah. Who you? That's what I wanted to know too. Who you thinking not coming back?
so it could be Higgins, but with him changing agents, that says to me he's willing to kind of do whatever it takes to kind of be here. I mean, why would he do that if he's not focused on money? So
Yeah.
it doesn't mean he'll be here, but it sounds like all these guys might do some fan dangling with the finances to kind of to be here. I just think he wants to be here,
Yeah.
and
I think so
he's going to
too.
get paid, but I just hope the way the Bengals are, they can still find a way to make it work. I don't know. So, but he's on that list of possible last games with the Bengals, and last home game for them. So, I think Hendrickson's got one more year on his deal, right? If he
Yeah.
doesn't,
He got one more.
do something. So,
He
I think he
so
likes it here. I think that whole trade me was just probably his agent in his ears. Like, you really deserve more money. He's probably like, okay, do it. Then it seemed like he squashed that pretty quick. He's like, you know what? I don't want like a drama thing. I'm appreciative to be here, whatever. I am feel like I'm worth more, but you know,
hmm
that's my take. So I don't know what he'll do next year, but I don't think he's desperately wanting out and desperately worried about the paycheck. I just think that, he is worth it. So I get it why maybe that happened, but I do think that might have been an agent in his ear. But he'll be there. Hilton, isn't he last?
I think it's in his last year too. Yeah,
Who's been
but
stellar the last couple of weeks with the pass rush.
he has. But he also like for the most part he has been like getting exposed, especially in man situations.
Yep, he's declined as a corner, so
hmm
somebody that we probably won't re-sign, but he's still one of the top blitzers in the game for a corner.
Yeah, I,
Maybe in
I,
the game. I mean, talking about sending a blitz, and he's just so good at timing it up, and I don't know.
I feel like we should keep him. Just keep the veteran presence
We could get him
and
for
teach
cheap. I
the.
would love it, man. Hell, Osai, he might be coming up at the end of his deal.
I
With
feel like we should let him go. I feel like he's been a bust.
we don't really need him, but if we could get him for cheap, he's coming around a little bit. So for an but yeah, he's not somebody we should sign to any big deal, obviously. But I
Hmm.
do think him and Murphy have been coming around a little bit.
Murphy a little, yeah.
Chris Jenkins has been showing. McKinley has been kind of showing a little bit. So
That's true. Yeah, and in place of Sheldon Rankins.
yeah,
Surprisingly. Rankins ain't been playing the whole year. We
yeah.
paid him
I'm
all
not
that
so
money.
worried about like freaking Reader missing time. And damn, if we
Right.
didn't sign the guy that missed time, just why didn't we sign Reader? I don't know.
I
Like
don't know.
Bingley thing to do. But I digress. At any rate, I'm not sure what the full list is, but this could be a time to say, thank you for your service to our some of our favorite guys we've been in this little run we've been in. Last home game for them. Still one more game left to play, regardless if it's meaning something. But all we have to do today is win,
Yep.
and there's something to play for next week. I mean, that could be squashed, like if the other teams that we need help from. So we need one more loss from Indiana, one more loss from Miami. Denver has got to lose out, but we control that game today. So really just would have to hope for them to also lose to Kansas City. Not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
There might be wrestling starters. We don't know, but we kind of talked about that. They might play them, just that's a long rest. And they're kind of like big on that. They play in the preseason and all that type of stuff. And, you know,
That's true. Yeah. Good point.
so,
And it's a divisional opponent. So those are always tricky.
yep, tricky no
No
matter
matter.
what. Even they might find a way to beat them. They just know them so well, even with limited personnel.
Hmm.
Um, do we got enough juice to go the whole way if we make it? I don't know, but do you ever? You just hope. You just play for something. We have something to root for. I love
Yep.
it, even though I just don't. We should be better.
For sure.
I mean,
Just that, just thinking, man, just that one game, just that New England game, we wouldn't even be in this scenario. We
yeah,
would be winning in basically.
Tanner Hudson did not right as he was crossing it, got punched out, literally right as he was crossing. Just weird luck. That could have been just like an eighth of a second that it got punched out. He crossed, you get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That basically a Hail Mary, and it was a penalty, that 4th and 16, but
For sure.
whatever, man. So missed kick, Ravens game. So many plays. You could probably bring this season down to like 3 plays where we're like 10, 11 wins in right now, 12.
Easily. Yes. Easily. We
Well, I
wouldn't
mean,
even be
literally,
stressed.
game of inches. This is a game. This was a season of millimeters, man.
Yeah. Season. Facts. I agree with that.
So yeah, we're better than that record by at least a little bit, but we also been making a lot of mistakes, which is why we're here. So flawed team with some quality players and some people that needed some work. So maybe that's why we're at exactly where we're at. So
Yeah. For sure.
yeah, I don't know what else to say, but I just wanted to really get on here and just say it's pretty awesome. Week 17, something to play for,
Yeah, like you said from the get go, it's surprisingly like to still see us in the hunt and playoffs possibly for us. Like after what we've seen this season, it's a shocker. I'm honestly shocked for sure.
Mhm.
We should have been out. Honestly, we were 4-8, Dale. So
We
that's
were 4-8,
crazy.
man.
You
Now
know
we're flirting with a winning record after
that
all
too.
that. We win out regardless, make the playoffs or not. We'll have had a winning record.
Back to back years too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, goddamn, we got to fix that. The division record. Just I don't know what's up with that, but it seemed like we might be coming around with that because after year 2, we beat those teams. You know what I mean? We were
hmm
Steelers, Ravens, and all that. It was just all like, okay, yeah, but yeah. Oh man, to play in the AFC North. Jeez.
it's the roughest division, man. Always has been.
Yep, always will be. So winning
Yeah.
is special when you can do it.
Exactly. It makes it that much better, you know. I don't even want to be in any other division. Seeing these other weak divisions, like just looking at Houston, like they're getting in. Look at how they getting in. They look bad, and they about to
And
be in
they
the
really, CJ Stroud has kind of regressed as a whole, and the team, like here lately in the last few weeks, has really regressed. And if they weren't playing the AFC South,
yeah.
they would be pulling like what we looked like we were going to pull this year,
Exactly.
So yeah, and even the Chiefs, you don't you're going to tell me they wouldn't have a few more losses if they played in a division like the AFC North? The
That's
Chargers
true.
are good and all that, but they'd still probably win. They're just everything about it is just so good. You got a quarterback like Mahomes. You got the coaching staff that can just build this young, cheap defense that is a top unit.
Yes, the coaching. Yeah, that D coordinator over there. The more I see him, man,
Yeah,
I'm
he gets it
respecting it.
done. He
Yeah,
gets it done, man.
he is. He is. I
They got
give him respect, man.
going. Yeah, man.
He's good. He's a good coordinator.
Um, yeah,
And we have that. We have the same thing. Like we're similar, and I feel like that's why we have the Chiefs number. So we
yeah.
got good coaching.
I mean, it might be time to move on even from Zach, although I don't think it will. I think he's staying. We might change D coordinator just because kind of like the way things where you almost sort of have to make some sort of change. I still believe in Lou and like with the right pieces. It just like these guys were developing and he couldn't do what he wanted to do. We've seen what he can do,
Yeah,
So, but I kind of believe that we were failed from the top. Keep Tobin and up.
I think we just need the. Yeah, yeah, for
Needed
sure.
some more pieces.
We need that personnel for sure. We got to get the right personnel in this year.
Just didn't quite have it, and we had some people hurt early. Just a lot of things. We overcame some adversity there, but a lot of those games there were no excuses. Should have won them.
For sure, for sure.
In week
Yeah,
two. So, well, Josh, are you ready to go watch a game, man?
yeah, man. I'm excited.
I think,
I'm out.
yeah, we got a few minutes here. I could probably get this posted, and we'll get to that and see each other in the chat. But I wanted to put something out there because you know I'm pretty appreciative that the team got to where it's at. To give us something to have fun with and not a total waste of a season. Many people we're not going to win in the playoffs anyway. We should freaking tank and get a better piece. Like we got the piece that you tank for. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be better to get a top 10 pick. That's where you get your difference makers. But we got the piece. No, don't lose. Don't tank. That you want to set a mentality of winning, right? Winning culture. I just don't really believe in that for like a handful of spots to get what may not even be anything that matters either.
Exactly.
Yep.
I
Not
agree with that.
not a tanker unless you just don't have that guy. We've got that guy. No,
For
we got
sure.
that guy. Yeah, when he can like launch himself like Superman and throw a touchdown. Okay, I think we're good there.
Look, he Houdini for sure.
Houdini, man. I hope to see some of that today. Should be a good defense. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait to see it because yeah, they keep raving about this Denver D. I'm excited for
yep.
sure.
They're scared of him.
Oh,
Van
for sure.
D coordinator, and yeah, he raved about Joe Burrow. So, um, they're going to try to get after him.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Josh? Appreciate you jumping on with me. Let's go watch this game, man. I'm gonna close this out. And, we will let's extend this to week 18
Yeah, let's get it. Who they?
today.